Hi, and welcome to Kone America's 2011 Environmental Health and Safety Week. I'm going to use a word today that you don't hear in business very often, certainly not in a good way, and that word is zero. We're going to talk about zero incidents, zero environmental incidents, zero health-related incidents, and of course, zero injuries. I have an expectation that every day we have zero incidents in our America's organization, and that each of you are able to return home safely at the end of work and continue to behave in a safe manner once you're home with your families. Now you may ask why I talk about an expectation of zero incidents versus a goal or a target of zero injuries. And the answer really is quite simple. This has far more to do with proper planning and actions and behaviors than it does with a hope that we might in fact get to zero. In fact, I heard long ago, and I always like this phrase, hope is not a strategy. We need to be thinking through our situations and planning and acting in a way that ensures that we have zero incidents. And of course, we also need to be prepared to adapt when the circumstances change or we get new information. Speaking of 100% responsibility, one of my favorite topics, we took a great deal of responsibility in changing our trajectory when it comes to EH&S several years ago when we added a regional director of EH&S to all 6 of our regions in the Americas. Of course, we also added a vice president of environmental and health and safety at the same time, and I'm pleased to announce that we've recently added Corey Ward into that key position, serving on my team and part of the Americas leadership team. Our focus on EH&S also has a great deal to do with integrity, complying with regulatory and legal requirements, but also following our documented process that were designed for safe, effective, and efficient installation, operation, and maintenance of our equipment and systems. And we do an annual review and update of our roadmap for EH&S excellence, and we create a challenge each year, the EH&S Challenge Award, for every branch to pursue, and each of you should be striving to earn that award. Last year, I'm pleased to say that 10 branches met every requirement to earn the EH&S Challenge Award. Now back to our EH&S leadership. Although we have 7 people in those key roles throughout the Americas, the fact is there's 5,000 of you, and those leaders can't be everywhere all the time, observing, giving feedback, coaching, and training. So it's up to you to take 100% responsibility for our pursuit of zero incidents. You need to be comfortable challenging each other and listening and learning from each other for us to ultimately achieve this, because frankly, many of us are not EH&S experts, and there's a great deal for us to learn to ensure we're operating that way. That said, we also have learned a great deal from all of you. We've used our Pulse survey, we've used the EH&S roadmap, we've used the employee engagement survey, and we've used literally thousands of site visits by leaders from all across the Americas to learn what we were doing well, where we needed more training, where we needed to improve our programs and our training and our processes. Some great examples of changes we've made. We've completely enhanced the site inspection forms, and we've revised the inspection requirements. We've revised our training and policies and developed quarterly training in-house that was far more relevant to the kind of experience and circumstances that our folks face every day. And we developed a whole group of serious incident prevention programs in areas like fall protection, energy isolation and protection, car top and pit access, jumpers, hoisting and rigging, and running platforms and false cars as some examples. We also created these custom videos on SIP and eco-safe driving and car top and pit access and job hazard analysis to try to make sure that we were targeting the areas that were creating the greatest risks and the greatest injuries in the organization. We also partnered with a company called 3E to develop MSDS sheets that were appropriate and necessary for our business. And we implemented this KMI software, safety software, that gives us a clear and consistent way to gather data and understand the patterns and trends where we are having issues today, so that we can again adapt our training and adapt our processes as needed. So we've done a lot over the last few years, and I want to say I'm very proud of the progress that we've made. We've improved on every metric 70, 80, or even 90% from where we were just a few years ago, and we are very close today to being the industry leader when it comes to EH&S. However, I also must say that we have a lot of work to do still. If you compare our performance to world-class companies, companies that aren't in our industry, but that are performing at a level and in environments that are just as complex, if not more so, and just as dangerous, if not more so, we're 10 times worse than those companies when it comes to safety performance. So together we will move towards this goal and this expectation of zero incidents, but we need you to take responsibility every day and in every situation to get there. So please take advantage of this week to listen, to learn, to share your experiences, because we are moving towards becoming the industry leader, and your local leader will now talk about your EH&S plan and metrics before you do a self-audit of the facility that you operate in. So thanks, have a great day, have a great week, and as always, be safe.